I want to go ahead and start off this video real quick with two things. One is going to be an apology for not getting this out to you guys sooner because this is crazy. And two, as a reminder that you guys gotta get your BashtianYgo merch. It's a skill issue. You just gotta try it out, guys. Very comfortable sweater, $29.99, best price for you. But let's get into this. So we have here, guys, one of the craziest support cards to ever come to Trickstar. Ever printed. The new wave of support that we're getting for Trickstar in general has been absolutely blowing all my socks off. Absolutely ridiculously great support that we've gotten. It helps the deck overall play as a pure variant, which I absolutely love. And now this card comes out and she is treated as a marincess card, as officially says. I was a little confused. Apparently it's part of the canon or whatever it might be in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. I didn't watch Reigns, but I love the deck. No, I don't play marincess. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I play marincess. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I know one thing about marincess, and that they need to go ahead and link summon. That's about as far as I know. No, I think the overall card is fantastic for both archetypes, guys. I think overall this card is really ridiculous. If you guys have not seen this card, we'll go ahead and take a look at it together. Let's go ahead and make my face just a wee bit bigger here, and we'll make this just a little bit bigger so you guys can go ahead and see it on your phones as well. So this card is a very simple card. This card reads, first of all, 0 attack, 0 defense. Amazing stats, as always, of course. Level 4 fairy effect monster. I do like it to level 4, potentially leads into some XYZ plays later on down the line. In the event Trickstars get an XYZ, that'd be pretty cool, but we're not here for that right now. So this card is always treated as a marincess card, which realistically this feels a lot more like a marincess card, and you guys get what I mean here in just a little bit, right, guys? So you can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per duel, so that already tells me it's going to be a hard one of right off the bat, unless it's a starter, right? Which, if it's a starter, why would it be once per duel? Don't get me started on that one. If you control a Trickstar or marincess monster, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, which is really good right off the bat. Not a card that you are going to be normal summoning a lot in Trickstar. In marincess, though, this is a very normal summonable monster, because this card is always treated as a marincess card. You can link this off into whatever the marincess link one's names are. I don't know. Well, I know one of them searches you the field spell, so you nor summon this, search the field spell or whatever marincess card it is, and you go full combo from there, right, guys? So I think this gives us a great way to go ahead and be able to not only use it as an extender, but to also be using it as a starter, specifically in marincess, which I think is phenomenal, right? Second effect is link monsters that this card points to cannot be destroyed by battle, which is a nice little add-on, but not really going to be doing that much for us. Because they can just go ahead and destroy this, so it's not really something that's going to be remaining on the field. It's kind of like a flavor text on a normal monster, right? But the third effect is really cool as well, which says if this card is sent to the graveyard as a link material, which works for both Trickstars and also works for marincess specifically. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a link material, you can look at your opponent's hand and all their set cards as well. This is huge for both marincess and for Trickstar. Let me tell you what. Because first of all, you can chain block, right? Chain blocking is phenomenal in both of these decks. We already have Trickstar hoodie, which I actually have some merch on the merch store of Trickstar hoodie. Get your Trickstar hoodies on the channel, in the merch store, on the spring. Check it out down below. We're not here for that, guys. We're not here for the merch. But you should be here for the merch. We're not here for the merch. This is absolutely fantastic because Trickstar hoodie says when it's sent to the graveyard as a link material, you get to go ahead and search. I forgot if it was the fusion spell or something like that. I forgot which one exactly it is off the top of my head, right? So we're gonna go ahead and let me show you guys what I mean. So we have right here, you get to see all my OBS stuff, right? We have right here the quick deck list that I was playing with for the Trickstars, guys. So Trickstar hoodie already says if this card is sent to the graveyard as a link material for a summon of a Trickstar monster, you can add one Trickstar fusion or Trickstar defusion from your deck to your hand. So what you do is you normal summon Trickstar hoodie, then you special summon Trickstar Aqua Angel, which you can search off of either Candina or what's it called, or Trickstar Light Stage as well. So you search it, you special summon it, and now you link both of these off, and then you go ahead and chain block your opponent. You go chain link one hoodie to search, chain link 2 Aqua Angel to look at your opponent's entire hand and all set cards they have in the event you're going second, which is phenomenal to have that type of knowledge. And Something I loved about Top Tier Gaming Yu-Gi-Oh! That said this was that realistically hand knowledge is phenomenal, especially field knowledge, but realistically cards like this that have this, we don't really play them unless they have something else. This has that something else, and I'm talking about it from a Trickstar perspective because that is your boy's expertise, is that this is a great card to go ahead and play in the deck. The only thing I don't like about it is that it is not a light, and that's about it. You can still search it with Trickstar Light Stage, which is something that we might see marincess players start to use in order to go ahead and search this card. I don't know how viable that would be, of course, because it is a once per duel effect, but it is a starter for the marincess strategy, something that they might be able to go ahead and incorporate, especially going second, because the second you link this off, you can chain block your ability to go ahead and search your field spell with this card as well. You can go chain link 1, search for the field spell, whatever name card that is, and then you go chain link 2, this girl in the graveyard, to look at your opponent's entire hand, and that way, as both a Trickstar and a marincess player, you guys know exactly what you need to play around, which I think is absolutely ridiculous to go ahead and have that type of versatility. So not only is this card a starter for marincess, an extender for both decks, it's a level 4 fairy, which is absolutely great because it gives us a little more versatility if you want to go to some Xyz place for whatever it might be, guys, whatever it might be. We might end up summoning Baguska Pass, you know, worst case scenario, but I think it gives us a lot of versatility again in both decks, and having that overall knowledge helps in both specific strategies. Both decks struggle going second in my personal opinion. Marincess is the type of deck that wants to build the board, right? They want to build their Link 4 with their 3 or 4 Link monsters in the spell and trap card zone, but if you're going up against the board, it's going to be tough to do, especially when you don't have the knowledge. Now, having this as a starter is going to be absolutely fantastic, and especially against Trickstar as well. Trickstar, it struggles going first and second, guys. Now, until the new support comes out. Once it comes out, this deck is going to be absolutely bananas, especially going first. But going second is going to need just a little bit of help, and this, I think, is the perfect thing to go ahead and do it, because that way, now as a Trickstar player, you know how to go ahead and bait out your opponent. You know what your opponent exactly has in your hand, so there's no surprises whatsoever, and I think that's absolutely amazing. If you know your opponent has Nibiru, you're not going to play into it, or you're going to make sure that you have a negate before you go ahead and go into it. You can rearrange your lines, which I think is absolutely mind-blowing that you can do that as well, guys. I just want to go ahead and say I am super excited for this card to come out. Now, the one thing that I still don't know when we're going to be getting these cards, because they, of course, have not been fully announced for here in the TCG just yet. Only in the OCG for the what's it called, the Duelist Pack 29, which has the guy from the anime. I forgot, I don't know who he is. But overall, I think it's going to bring a lot of people together as far as my marincess brothers. Like you, George, I know you're watching, appreciate you, bud. But no, I want to go ahead and say this card brings us together. We as marincess Trickstar brethren, we need to stick together. We need to go ahead and get in the cooking. We need to get into the kitchen together, guys, because there's a lot of good that is left to be discovered, guys. But I'm very excited for this card. I think it's going to be great overall for both strategies. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Am I overreacting? Is this an absolute garbage card? I don't think so. I think the chain blocking effect, the extender, and being able to give you so much knowledge is 3 amazing things this card does, and overall it gets a 5 out of 5 stars, 5 out of 5 Trickstars from your boy. So let me know once again what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's discuss as we always like to do, and I'll see y'all in the next one.